Welcome back to Star Trek Online, everybody. I'm your host, the Housecoat Gamer. Today, we're taking a look at a surprise, the Duderstadt-Class. And I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. The producers may claim that the ship is named after the wife of Doug Drexler, who I believe is named Miss Duder. Dorothy Duder, in fact. That said, Mr. Blass is lying. After all, if the ship was named after his wife, it would be missing the Stadt out of the name, wouldn't it? So, partially in honor of his wife, but definitely in honor of the city of Germany. Anyway, the Duderstadt is obviously a sovereign derived design. You can tell just from the saucer section and, to a point, the nacelles. The nacelle pylons just looks very sovereign-esque. As a post-Dominion War design, the ship was primarily designed for logistics work. After all, the subspace comm network suffered heavily during the war. Once it was back up and running, the ship was diverted back to science operations. One such vessel was the USS Intrepid, which replaced the ship that was destroyed during the Dominion War. Which is really the only explanation for why there is a Duderstadt Intrepid and not the USS Intrepid. Of course, we all know this ship most famously as the Angry Starship. Now, I wish I could recreate that scene effectively here. But I not only have a standard, pretty old Logitech mouse, well, I'd need the music to go along with it. Anywho, Boatlet. As a miracle worker science spearhead, obviously she can mount cannons, though here she has phasers. Very engineering heavy, but very light on tactical, which is confusing because it's a science spearhead. Ships like these are supposed to be heavy on the tactical, for obvious reasons. After all, they're supposed to be shooting at things. Her starship trait might break the game a little. If they're below power setting, more EPS flow. If they're above, less flow. And if they use a specific firing mode, such as cannon scatter fire or beam fire at will, the above effects are tripled. Oh god. And you get 25% extra bonus damage. In short, trait the ship, ignore it, and break the game a little. This may explain why this ship is so valuable. Its seatings are, quite obviously, Lieutenant Universal, Ensign Universal, Lieutenant Commander Tactical. Kind of pointless with a ship that only has 2 tactical consoles. Lieutenant Commander Pilot, Pilot Engineering, and of course, Commander Science Miracle Worker. Now, you may be asking the question, how the hell does he have this ship? Because, as you are likely aware, you can only get the dude, as I like referring to it, from the Last Generation logbox. Well, funny story there. As you are probably well aware at this point, I got my hands on this bundle. Looking for it was a bit of a pain. And what comes with this bundle? Let's see. 6 T6X tokens, a T6 coupon, ship slots, and 14 master keys. See, I decided, what the hell, I'm gonna open some boxes. Maybe I'll get something. The chances of me getting the dude were next to impossible. Because it is several dozen decimal points away from 1%. The chances suck, let's put it mildly. But somehow I beat the odds and got myself a dude. Now, I haven't taken it into battle yet, however, its stats are rather obvious. It's akin, to a point, to the crossfield class, and I have plenty of experience with the crossfield. Although this is probably going to be more of a tank boat than a gun boat, which is depressing. Now, I would have preferred that 4th engineering console be turned into a tactical, balance it out a little. But that's not my call. I got this ship by pure chance. The only other way you can get the dude is from the exchange. Prepare to pay out the rear end for that one. Now, is getting the ship worth the suffering? Well, the starship trait alone is kind of evil. I mean, just look at it. You recover power faster, you keep it longer, and you get more damage when you queue up one of the most basic moves you can get. Beam Pirate Will, Scatter Fire, Beam Overload, Rapid Fire, Cannon Rapid Fire. This thing makes it evil. It also might actually make science ships worth it for me. Because I'm a gunboat person. I prefer shooting things. Of course, there's just one problem. It is not account-wide. That kind of ruins it, but again, maybe when it goes mud, and it will, maybe we'll get to see the damn thing. Alongside the Constitution 3. Hint, hint, cryptic. Put it in the mud store. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.